Cam's captain's century sees Bancroft lead Durham recovery on day 2. Leicestershire had finished day 2 on 121 for 4, leading Durham by just 7 runs after skittling their hosts for a low total. But there was still work to do if they were to press home their advantage, requiring a decent performance with the bat on the morning of day 3. It would be a cagey start from Dearden and Ackerman. An early wicket looked on the cards for Durham, and Rushworth duly delivered, Dearden edging through to Bancroft, gone for 18. Rain got in on the act, Lewis Hill the man to go, trapped LBW for 8, the Foxes faltering. Ackerman provided something to cheer about on a tough morning for Leicestershire. He'd helped the lead extend past 50 and was rewarded with a half-century. He'd lose another partner soon after though, Griffiths edging through to Bancroft for Jack Campbell's maiden Durham wicket. Ackerman was now batting with the bowlers. He and Wright survived through to lunch with the Foxes on 191 for 7 with a lead of 74. Wright's resistance ran its course against Rushworth. The Durham man had him out LBW for 13 after the break, the Leicestershire score having just passed 200. 2 wickets in 4 balls brought the Leicestershire innings to a close and ensured the lead was prevented from reaching triple figures. Davis departed for 8, feathering one through to Eckersley. And then Abbas followed, middle stump uprooted, the number 11 gone for a duck, the Foxes all out for 212, a lead of just 95. Bancroft and Lees would get Durham off to a good start, both men in good touch as their partnership grew. Leicestershire threw everything they had at them, but they still couldn't find a wicket. By the time they'd reached tea, the Foxes' lead had been obliterated and Durham went into the break with a 2-run lead, 97 for no loss, both men on the cusp of 50. Where in the first innings Leicestershire had caused carnage in the Durham batting lineup, there was now serenity. In the first over after tea, both men reached their 50s, Bancroft with a 4, Lees preferring to run his instead. They were just getting started. Lees content to soak up pressure, while his Australian opening partner scored at a rate close to a run-up all. 150 runs ticked over on the scoreboard and Bancroft was closing in on a ton. He'd bring that up with a 4 off Ackerman, the Durham opener in worrying form ahead of a possible return to the Australian side this summer. The Foxes would finally remove him in the overs before the close, bowled by Davis, out for 109. The session would draw to a close 2 overs later, Durham dominant at 191 for 1 with a lead of 96. It had been another day marked by Bancroft's brilliance, his innings at the top of the order a real tonic for a tough first day as the match flipped on its head. Leicestershire had failed to make their advantage count, they'd lost wickets with alarming regularity and even the 90-odd run lead they'd earned for themselves had been wiped out in just 1 session's batting. They'll bank on their bowling attack causing Durham the same problems that had seen their hosts reduced to 117 all out in the first innings. Failing that, this will continue to swing in Durham's direction.